Hello, hello. Today we have the Glamlite Betty Boop 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 Didoop 15 color palette. Miss Betty Boop, I'm so sorry I was not familiar with your game. Holy God, this palette honestly kind of like, it's kind of blown me out of the water. This palette came out last year. I actually think it was, how long has it been? I don't remember if it was February of 2025 or February of 2024, but I believe this palette is at least a year old. And I remember when it came out, like, I honestly didn't really care because I'm not a Betty Boop girl. I know there's some really hardcore Betty Boop fans out there, and I just don't have that kind of nostalgia for Betty Boop. I think she's cute, but I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's kind of like in the same when they came out with a Garfield palette. I was like, oh yeah, I know him. But I'm not like, running to go buy the palette, but running to go buy the collection. So I kind of, treat them the same way. And I was like, all right, let's see what the color story looks like. Oh, the color story. Okay. Oh, wow. Pinks and reds for Valentine's Day. Revolutionary. Wow. Okay. So I just did not care about this palette when it came out. I did not think it was going to be anything special at all. I was just like, oh well. I probably will never try this palette out. Purples, reds, and pinks. Oh my god, who cares? I have that so many times over, right? Especially the reds from Glamlite. I knew that the reds from Glamlite are just so delicious, so good, so good. But I was like, I already have the red icy palette. I do not need the Betty Boop palette. And then guess what, y'all? One day I was at Ross and I found this palette for $10. I don't even think Glamlite has marked this palette this low. Even right now, I think you can go on the website and find this palette for maybe $15 to $16. And of course, there's shipping and handling. So I was able to get this palette at my Ross for $10. And I just kind of got it on a whim. And I'm like, I'll try it for $10. Okay? You guys, first of all, it's a little TV. So freaking cute. You can see the palette through the container right there. This carton. So let's see, what side have I opened it from? Is it this side? It must have been from this side. So we open her up, and it's like, you can see here, what you see through is the actual palette, and it's got that lenticular motion kind of thing, and then you're left with some red paper there on the inside. You hear the lenticular motion. We got some different Betty Boops, so cute. On the back, you got the black and white Betty Boop with the ingredient information on the back as well. I want to call it right now and say I think this is the best, if not at least the best of the year, Valentine's Day palette I have ever seen. And it's not even just seen, because the color story did not persuade me. It is the formula that they have come out with in this palette. I was not expecting the quality of formula in this palette. So there is a mirror in here, and you can see there's Betty Boop right there. You got some hearts up here, which this is also reflected right here in that heart. But it's a really cute, full Betty Boop moment. And we're going to cover her up, just so you can see these shades better. We're going to get a little closer to the palette, up and personal with the palette. At first glance, I don't care about this color story. I really don't. I don't think that the color story in this palette is revolutionary at all. We have a red, we have some pinks, we have some purples, some berries, whatever, okay? It's so whatever. I saw this and I was like, ugh, whatever. I've been using this palette for the past week. It is, you guys, it's straight up so fucking beautiful. It is so beautiful. You could do day looks with this. You could do night looks with this. I know for the past decade, Valentine's Day hasn't been overly popular. We've kind of transitioned from Valentine's Day to Galentine's Day, and love that. I've celebrated Galentine's Day myself several times, and this is just such a great palette, because once I actually did use it, I realized it's not just pink, reds, and purples. You have a red, and you have a purple, and you have a pink, but I absolutely love these blush tone kind of colors. All of these are blush tone colors except for maybe this corner one right here. But these are all like blush tone colors. They're not just your usual kind of neon pink, baby pink. It's not just a purple. It's like a lilac berry, a true like raspberry, kind of like, do you know what I mean? Like these two are very like raspberry berry kind of colors. And you have this wonderful, beautiful color with a purple base, but purple shimmer. We have a beautiful kind of wine metallic. We have this other shifting shade, this purple to lighter purple shade. We have a red to purple shifting shade. My favorite three shades are these shimmers right here. Everything on this is so banging. The mattes are perfect. The shimmers are amazing. The only shade in here I could think of that maybe didn't really live up was, I think this pudgy one could have been a little bit better, but I don't care. This black is black, okay? Little black dress, she is black. You need only a small amount, very pigmented. This may be one of the times where I almost wish that it wasn't so pigmented. It is a very pigmented black, but all these shades are so beautiful. Let's start swatching. I'm wearing Boop Love, so that we have, let's see if we have B's, like the letter B, which reminds me of Beauty Bay. It's giving very Beauty Bay because Beauty Bay also marks all their palettes with B's. So we have a B, we have stars, we have hearts, more hearts, heart over here, different stamps. We have an exclamation point with a heart. So different stamps right there. But like I said, I'm gonna start over here with these beautiful, beautiful mattes. Oh wow, I really, really love how freaking pretty these blush pinks are. Let's swatch them over here. The pink one's not the best. Let me get a little bit more than that. There we go. These are so pretty. The other ones I want to swatch, I really want to swatch Wink and Giggle. This one was also really pretty. It's like a cool brown. Then I want to do Icon. And then let's do a darker one. Let's do She's a Star. So, so pigmented. Here we have this gray one. It's like a gray purple. So like even this, it looks gray in the pan. It looks like a gray brown. It's like a gray purple on my skin tone. I think that's so pretty for me. We have this one over here. This is Icon. It's kind of like a pinky purple. It's a little bit more closer to that. It's like a, I was trying to find words, like a lilac, peony kind of color. Then we have this shade. That's a little bit more of a, like a raspberry red, I think is what I would call it. So it's this palette, I think, at first glance, because there's so much red going on with the palette physically, your brain kind of immediately goes like, oh, that's a very red palette. That's such a red palette. I don't think I can wear that. But I think you can. I think you can. I really love the colors in this. My three favorite shades. All the shimmers in here are beautiful, okay? But my three favorite shades. I love Classy Chic. I love Powder and Pearls. And we gotta give it to XOXO. Okay, this formula that they have right here, I don't think I've seen them use before. Glamlite, do more of this, okay? I need more of this formula. This super wet, sparkling, just crazy Hollywood sparkle diamond eye. I need more of this. This is so freaking beautiful. Oh my God. And I hope it swatches well, because on the eye, it is stunning. Stunning. I need to bring my light over here. I'm wearing this black based one today, and it is so pretty. This purple one also blew me away. Let's turn on the light over here. I think I have a light. Okay, I've turned my light on. Do you see the diamond eyeshadow that this is? These are the three in here that have this type of formula. This one and a little bit of that white one, but not really. And it is absolutely stunning. I fell in love with these three shades in here. These three shades are not shades I would have usually picked otherwise. If this was in a different formula, I absolutely would have not picked these colors. These are not my colors. I don't like these colors. This formula, this sparkle, this wet look is what made me fall in love with these three shades in here. So freaking pretty. And then just for, let's swatch. So I have Ooh La La on my eye today, along with this Major Sass. And I was a little surprised with these two because this purple has like a lighter purple shift to it, and it's not as crazy sparkly as the other one. You can see it's a bit more translucent. It's a bit more of a topper. So there are different sparkle formulas in here. It's not just this type of formula. And then we have this red, which I'm sure I'm gonna really struggle to take that off right after this video. And it has a purple sparkle on that as well. And it's also more of a translucent kind of topper color versus these are a lot more opaque and very, very sparkly. These last two are a little bit more metallic with a bit of sparkle. The one that is absolutely a metallic in here is this color called Lucky Goyle, and it is pretty as well, but it's just your simple metallic, but still very, very pretty. Just a simple metallic kind of shade. No real sparkle. It's just more of a metallic, a little bit more almost matte looking, but it's still got that really pretty sheen to it. Looking at this color story, the way it's swatched on my arm, I don't know if you really read this as a Valentine's Day palette, but it definitely is. It's definitely Valentine's, Galentine's, whatever you want to celebrate in the name of love, with your friends, with your partner. This is such a beautiful palette. I have never particularly cared for Valentine's Day. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And especially now, my husband's birthday is really close to Valentine's Day, so if we're going to celebrate one, of course we're going to celebrate his birthday over Valentine's Day. But this is such a beautiful palette. I would never ever say to, get a palette specifically for Valentine's Day especially. But this feels like such an amazing palette for Valentine's Day. If you're going to do a holiday palette, I really feel like this is how to do it, because this was freaking stunning. I absolutely love this palette. I was ready to try it and give it away. Honestly, I was like, well, it costs $10 to try. I'll make a video out of it and then I'll pass it off to a family or a friend. No, you guys, I'm keeping this. I love the formula in this. I think this is such a beautiful palette for Valentine's Day, and I would love to know down below if you've picked this palette up, because it is so gorgeous. I remember before this, I had picked up the lipstick for this. The lipstick for it was fine. I don't even think you can buy that lipstick anymore, but the lipstick for it was fine. It was pretty. I didn't need another just good red lipstick. I needed amazing red lipstick if I wanted to keep it. And while it was very cute and really cute packaging, I didn't find that I could keep that lipstick, so I gave that away. But this palette I am keeping. I don't think I've ever cared for pinks like this. This is probably my favorite pinky palette, and it really is because they didn't do the usual pinks. These are more like natural blush kind of pinks that I think are just so pretty. So I'm gonna keep this. I would love to know your thoughts on Betty Boop down below. I'm so happy with my palette. I've had so much fun this past week. These shimmers are just out of this world.